What's going on, everybody? It's Chris with Griffin and Partners over here at KW. We're here with Jaymie today, my good friend Jaymie. So Jaymie's been in the inspection world for quite a while. She's got her own inspection company and recently started her own handyman company, which is great because everyone's got stuff they want to do in their houses. So Jaymie, tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you. I love this. Hey guys. So yeah, like Chris said, I've been a licensed home inspector for just over 13 years. Elevate Inspection Group is the name of our team. We've got 4 other inspectors and people running the show behind the scenes and scheduling and running radon machines and all the things. It's awesome.
So, well, Jaymie, let me ask you about these inspections, because I know most people are like, oh, I got to get my house inspected, but what are some of the additional add-on inspections that you see maybe people don't do that they should do, stuff like that?
Yeah, good question. Yeah. So the majority of our clients, home inspection is a big deal because it allows you to know all the things in the house, from the roof and the attic, all the walls, and I mean, I don't care if your bathroom door doesn't lock. We're going to find out, right? And then right down to the foundation, whether it be a crawl space or a basement, but some things you just can't see, like radon. You can't see radon. You can't smell radon. It's a gas that causes lung cancer. It comes from the earth. So we decided to start testing for it. We want our clients to know if they're going to get lung cancer or not. And then there's a sewer scope, and that's stick a camera in the sewer line.
Check that thing out.
Like a houseoscopy, if you will.
So
we shove it all the way to the city connection, and we reel it back, and we take a video. And we see, are there roots or cracks or baby wipes, what's inside that drain line. Because most of our clients are purchasing a house, and they certainly don't want to inherit major issues. You know, what if the city connection's on the other side of the road? Then they have to go, I mean, that's major construction to take care of a break that they just bought, you know? So most of our clients get a sewer scope. And then there's little things like mold testing and air quality and we use thermal imaging guns and moisture meters and all those fancy tools.
Now let me ask you this with the radon. Is there certain areas that are higher, or do we just recommend everybody get a radon test?
Well, we recommend everybody. So for whoever's listening, go to epa.gov/radon. Like the Environmental Protection Agency, the government has its own little website to learn more about radon. So we don't make this up, you know. So test everywhere. They say the only way you know that you have it is if you test. But yeah, there's certainly pockets. Even just in parts of the country where they're built on swampland, like in Louisiana, that's not even heard of radon because there's nothing that is decaying to produce radon
so that's
gas.
What radon's produced by.
But yeah, it's stuff that decays in the earth. Everything decays, right? But only this particular material produces radon gas, and we breathe it in every day in Michigan. It's just mixed in with fresh air, right?
Right. So it's less toxic because it's mixed in with fresh air.
But if you look on the map, there's certain pockets around Michigan, north and northwest, Oakland County is higher. The further south, downriver we go, results get higher. So it just depends, but
depends where you are.
Yeah, it just depends.
Okay. And let me ask you this, from a buyer coming in, right? So when the buyer's having their home inspection, what are the expectations that they should have? Are they going to get, because I always tell them, you're getting 80 things on the list.
Yeah.
Don't be panicked. It's going to be 80.
Yeah, at least,
what are the expectations?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you get a home inspection, I tell you, HGTV is a wonderful thing. But sometimes the expectations are just really skewed, you know? The more people at a home inspection, the better. If dad wants to come with his clipboard, and if the neighbor wants to come because he's a contractor and he knows things, bring them on, bring them all in. Because the idea is to dig around in the house and see what's great about the house, what needs to be corrected, and what might be a safety concern. That's it. We just want to know about the house. Let me put it all on paper, and now the potential buyer or just homeowner, what if John, the homeowner for 20 years, wants to know about his house? There's only so many times you can walk past that stain in the ceiling and forget to think well, what the heck happened up there, you know? So anybody can get a home inspection. But how nice to have this user's manual for your house.
And then you can kind of know.
Yeah, if there's mold in the attic, you want to know about it.
Yeah,
it's a big deal. You want to get rid of it, but it's not a big deal. There's people to get rid of it. You know?
Everything is fixable. Just who's going to fix it? That's the biggest thing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Right?
It's great.
Very cool. Very cool. So you've been doing this for 13. So what got you involved in this business? What was I want to go be a home inspector now. What was that?
Can I say that I'm nosy?
I love
probably
it.
Not. I don't know. My first toy was a Lego. I appreciate this, like, this is not anything that you would expect a homeowner, or I mean, like a home inspector to say, but I appreciate that, like, real human connection that you get when you're providing someone with information that they wouldn't otherwise know how to get.
Sure.
And your house is a big deal. Like, that's a big purchase or a big investment or something that you already have that, like, you're depending on this house to maybe raise your family, or maybe, you know, you work from home now, so, like, you want to know the things that you're in for 24 hours a day, you know? Sure. It's a big deal. And I really appreciate being able to dig through, and that's the culture of my team too. I'm thinking of everyone on our team. Yeah. Like, it's a big deal to be able to dig through a house with someone. We're like, come along.
Right.
You're never going to see the attic. Might as well see it now. You know, why not, right?
Right.
And then to be able to interpret a house to a person so that they feel empowered. Right. Or, like, have authority to make good choices around their house. That's why. That's the why.
Okay, that's the why. And so we've got elevate. Where are we elevating to? I wanted to use that line.
Thank you.
Where are we elevating to? What are we doing?
Thank you. So our team came up with this name together, and we decided that we wanted to stand for something that was, like, bigger than just the information that we provide. Sure. We love to have ongoing relationships with the partners in the industry, whether it be agents or our clients, for sure. We want them to know, like, and trust us so that even after they move in the house, they can call us. Like, that's an elevated relationship. That's like exceptional or extraordinary, like next level. We want to be that person. Right. I can see a home inspection for a client really just being that, like, entrance into relationship with them, so that they now know how to take care of it, and they know who to call if something happens a year from now or 2 years from now. I want them to have this, like, relationship with us and our inspectors. So that's why elevate. That's why.
And see, I think that's a good point too. So remember, it's just like any business professional. Not everybody is created equal, right? They do a great job. We've done several inspections together. They come in with, like, a team. You know, we got the sewer guy coming in. We got the general home inspector coming in. But it really is, you know, you want to build a great team, right? So that's going to be your inspector, right? Your lender, your agent. You know, there's a lot of great agents, a lot of great inspectors, but maybe they're just not the right fit. Who knows, right? But you're going to know as you start talking to people. And I really encourage you to, I mean, I'm sure you would too, probably interview an agent, interview an inspector, interview a lender, maybe interview 3 of each, and then see which one might work for you. I don't know. That just seems to be what I've always told everybody, and it seems to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And when people are shopping around for inspectors, I would say even that first phone call, first of all, do they answer the phone? Because that's going to tell you whether they answer the phone after you move into the house. And then how is that person that answers the phone? Like, for Elevate, Leah runs the show. She answers everybody's phone.
She's on
it. We don't know where to go unless Leah tells us where to go every day. Like, she runs the show. You don't mess with Mama Leah. So she answers the phone. She's like the curb appeal to our team. Sure. So, like, when a client calls, it's kind of terrifying scheduling a home inspection, right? Like, you just don't know what you don't know. Right. And when they call, Leah's got to be that person to say, first of all, congratulations on your potential purchase. Like, that's a big deal. Right. And then it just kind of ease them into the house. Say, you know, what are you excited about? What do you want us to, you know, make note of and make sure we pay special attention to? Right. She'll kind of teach them about those other services like you were asking about. Sure. So it's got to be, like, educational first. Like, that's the appeal to what our client really understands about us as a team. Sure. And also elevate, because that's the culture of our team. We're a family. Right. I mean, there's 8 of us, I think.
And a lot of them have been there for quite some time.
Absolutely.
I mean, several years, as long as I can remember.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just turned 30, folks. It's been a minute. So
yeah.
So quite a long time.
We're into each other's, like, you know, families and personal lives, and what are your goals, and how can we help elevate each other?
Well, let me ask you this, Jaymie. Is there a service area? Is it all of Michigan? Like, where do you guys go? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we started out just the, like, 3 counties around Detroit. Okay. We all kind of live in, like, everywhere from St. Clair Shores to Waterford. So
it's a good span.
Yeah, I mean, in our office is whoever's driveway we're in at the time. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, you know, Wayne County, Oakland County, Macomb County. We go to St. Clair. Okay. We go to I mean, but we recently started expanding out. We'll go to Ann Arbor because we know that a lot of our clients are like moving out and we don't want them to use a new home inspector.
Sure.
We recently expanded up even like into the Thumb near Caseville. So
right.
we've got, because we have up north as well. So
Sure.
why not, be able to inspect the houses that we know really well because
sure.
we're the places,
Well, let me ask you this too, because I've noticed this. I don't know if this is true or not, but do you have to be licensed to be an inspector in the state of Michigan? Or
No.
can I just have John put a hat on and go inspect the house? And what's going on with John?
Write it on a napkin. You're good. Yes. Michigan has 0 requirements to be a home inspector. They highly recommend that anyone who wants to do a home inspection join this online, it's called the INTERNACHI, so International Association of Certified Home Inspectors.
Sure.
And Michigan caught on and they highly encourage you to be at least certified with this online group. But that's just it. No hands-on experience needed, no hands-on testing or like training or anything. It's literally just go online and get a certificate. So it's better than nothing.
Right.
But it's definitely a reason to ask people, like, what kind of experience do you have? Like, what backs you up? And then a lot of home inspectors over the years have called us to ask, like, well, I want to start a home inspection company. What do I need to know? And some of them didn't know that they should have insurance. Like, they should have errors and omissions insurance. They should consider workers' comp if they're going to get a team. We got to a point where, like, we really wanted, more than just the education. We wanted to provide a career path. So we even offer, IRA and health insurance and all that kind of stuff. But Michigan has 0 requirements for anything. There is no benchmark for home inspectors. It's like, please go online and get this certificate. And then however far you want to take it is really up to you.
Well, and building on that too, in most purchase agreements, the buyer is responsible if that inspector damages the property. Mm-hmm. Probably more of a reason to have a inspector that is, several licenses, things like that, experience, all the things that we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So very, very good. And kind of talk to me a little bit about this new handyman service that we recently launched. I mean, pretty cool stuff. Tell me about that.
It's so exciting. It's like a couple of weeks old. So Elevate Inspection Group, because after so many years of getting clients and real estate agents and the people that we come in contact with the transaction are always asking us, like, do you know an electrician? Do you know a handyman? I didn't even know that I had a furnace filter to change. Like, there's just a lot of things about a house where people have been asking us, as the person they know, like, and trust, do you know a guy?
Right.
And so we just put a new team together and we call it Elevate Home Advocates, because we want to be advocates for our homeowners to say, yes, we've got someone for you. And no, I don't have a licensed electrician on staff, and no, I don't have a mold remediating team on staff, but man, do we know who to use and who not to use.
Right.
And I would much rather someone not just go on Google, but like, we work with agents who know who to use and who not to use. So if there's someone that's not in our Rolodex, we have hundreds of agents to ask. Oh, it's incredible. But the thing I'm most excited about is we know that a lot of people, we've inspected for both, our clients who are like these young professionals or young families or a certain generation, like downsizing. And then we also inspect for a lot of investors. Yeah. And we've come across so many clients that don't have the opportunity to pop into their houses, like investors pop into their houses every once in a while to make sure those regular maintenance kind of things are going on.
Sure.
So that was like the second heart behind this new company, Advocates.
That's awesome.
Is to go in and do the regular home maintenance things for people, like clean the dryer vent and, get the soil away from the perimeter and change the furnace filter, that kind of stuff. Those regular maintenance throughout the year.
That you forget to do, which you do.
Yeah, and like, how often do you look under the sink to see if there's a leak?
I don't.
So when you go to sell your house, you want to make sure that you took care of it, or at least someone else did.
Right.
So that's that.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. Well, Jaymie, do you have anything to leave us with? Anything else you want to tell our audience today?
I think the most important thing is that people feel empowered to make really good choices in and around their house. If you are living in your home and you consider it an investment for yourself, and you know that, even somewhere down the road, you're going to pass this on to somebody else, even if you're going to sell it, or if you just want to live there, to take care of it and to know about this house that you live in is super powerful to be able to make good decisions going forward, whether it's going to be you or somebody else that you hire to take care of it for you. That's the biggest deal. Like, just be educated about what you're getting yourself into. literally.
Sure. No, we can appreciate that. Well, everybody, thanks for coming on today. As always, any real estate needs, give us a call. But Jaymie, how do we get in touch with you? Jaymie's one of our preferred partners here. So how do we get in touch with you guys? So let's say one of our clients, anybody that's listening, needs a home inspection, needs maybe a home repair. How do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so we're everywhere on the internet at Elevate Michigan, all spelled out.
Elevate Michigan. Okay.
And if you want to call Leah, because she runs the show, right? The number to our office is 586-434-0243.
Okay, rock on. Well, I'm sure your phone's going to be ringing here. And guys, thanks so much again. Of course, any questions for any of us, please reach out. You get a wealth of knowledge here for any type of inspection, home improvement, anything along that realm, right here.
Give us a call.
So, thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, y'all.